Well, good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. As you guys know, we have a very important unit that we have to get started on, which is standard 10.5. And that standard is about analyzing the arguments for entering into war presented by leaders from all sides of the Great War and the role of political and economic rivalries, ethnic and ideological conflicts, domestic discontent and disorder, and propaganda and nationalism in mobilizing the civilian population in support of total war. So once again, this is the causes of World War as well as the course of the First World War. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started by sharing my screen. You all should have a document that is in your Google Classroom that you should have that is available to you. And we want to go ahead and make sure that you guys go ahead and fill this out. You can fill it out electronically from your phone or from your tablet, or you can actually print it out so that you can be able to participate in class today. So as I share my screen, I want you all to make sure that you have our student handout for our unit. And this is about the causes of World War I. The first cause being militarism, followed by the alliance system, followed by imperialism, then nationalism, and then lastly, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. So in our class today, that's what we're going to cover, and we want to make sure that everybody has this particular handout. And like I said, you can fill it out on your tablet. Go ahead and download it from our Google Classroom, and you can enable your settings so that you can either type on it or write on it, so that you can turn that in electronically to us, and you can submit that for credit. Okay, so we are so happy that you guys are back, and I want to go ahead and get started. I created a special video just for our class so that we can learn more about militarism. Go ahead and keep out this handout, and then at the end of our class, we have an exit slip that we're going to use, and you're going to have to pick 3 different locations that you plan to learn more about in our presentation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing just for a second, and then we're going to go ahead with our presentation. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready to get started. All right, I see that everybody is ready to go ahead and proceed. So we want to go ahead and get our lesson going. So glad you guys could join me today. So excited to see all of your beautiful faces so that we can go ahead and we can learn more about World War I. Okay, and if you have any questions while we are presenting, go ahead and hold your questions and we'll answer them at the end. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. And this is once again a video that I created for you all so that we can go ahead and we can get started with our lesson on World War I. I'm going to share my sound so you guys can hear the lesson. Okay, and also change the screen. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and make sure that you have your handout ready. And this is going to be where you see your graphic organizer. As we're going through the video, please make sure that you write down the information. I may pause at different points, but I want you guys to know that those are the 5 areas that we're going to cover today. Mania, okay? Okay, so militarism is known as a massive military buildup. They went ahead and added a lot more soldiers to protect overseas colonies and imperialistic powers. And what they were ultimately was trying to do is have a show of military strength. So as you see there, it says the belief or desire of a government or people that a country should maintain a strong military capability and be prepared to use it aggressively to defend or promote national interests. And that should be what you have down for militarism. And once again, you guys can go back. This presentation is in our Google Classroom. So once again, our first one is militarism. Will be followed up with our next one, which is alliances. You want to make sure that you write them in Okay, so the alliance system was made up of these countries. So for Triple Entente, we have Great Britain, France, and Russia. And then for the Triple Alliance, we have Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. Okay, so once again, the Triple Entente was France, Great Britain, and Russia. And the Triple Alliance was Austria-Hungary, Germany, and Italy. Okay, so make sure that you guys are filling that out as we go. And once again, if you have any questions, hold them to the end. Okay, so this was an age when all nations wanted to assert their power and independence. And basically, this was extreme pride in one's nation. Extreme pride in one's nation. So as you can see, it says it can be defined as the pride a person has for his or her country. Nationalism has become the dominant form of societal organization, one of the main reasons of many conflicts worldwide. So when people are too nationalistic, they start wars, okay? Okay, so we've covered militarism, alliances, and nationalism. Now we're going to go into imperialism, and our last one will be the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Okay, so imperialism is the policy of establishing colonies away from the homeland and building an empire. Colonies provided raw materials, markets for goods, and military strength for many European countries. Great Britain, France, Russia, Germany, and the United States all wanted to build a colonial empire. Imperialism led to the frequent quarrels among the great powers of Europe in all parts of the globe. Arguments over colonies and trade constantly threaten peace. Very good. So we got through all 4 of those, and now we have our last one, and that one is assassination. Now that you all have learned about the causes of World War I and you have your graphic organizer to fill out much of the information, I want to share with you all 10 LA area landmarks that you may not know about that were affected by World War I. The first one being the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where the USC Trojans play and where the Rams played for a while just a couple years ago. The second one is the Los Angeles Memorial Library, which is a library that is highly used off of Olympic. The third one is the Mid-City Memorial. This is actually a statue and memorial to all those soldiers who died during World War I, and is found off of Adams and La Brea in the Mid-City area of Los Angeles. The fourth one is the entire Victory Boulevard. It's a 25-mile street in the valley where the soldiers of World War I are honored. The fifth one being Pershing Square. Pershing Square was named for General Pershing, and it's in downtown Los Angeles. The sixth one is the Victory Memorial Grove, which is right across from Dodger Stadium. The American Daughters of World War I gave it to the veterans. Also, then we have the Veterans Post, the VFW 368 in the northern part of our county. Eighth is the Glendale Hyperion Bridge, which is in Glendale, and it is a major thoroughfare in our city. Ninth is the South Pasadena War Memorial. This is a hall that is dedicated to the soldiers of World War I. Many receptions and banquets are held here, and in front of it is a redwood tree that General Pershing actually planted. 10th is the Goodhue War Memorial flagpole, and this flagpole has a very beautiful inscription on it, as well as a molding and sculpture of the soldiers of World War I. So to review, we learned about the causes of World War I, which is known as mania. The M stands for militarism. The A stands for alliances. The N stands for nationalism. The I stands for imperialism. And the A stands for assassination. And so okay, so I want to go ahead and cut it off right there. So for your exit slip today, want to make sure that you have your paper filled out as much as you can. Like I said, you can go back. But for your exit slip today, you had 10 locations that you were supposed to look at and learn more about that are here in our city. And you can pick 3 to put on your paper. All right, thank you so much. And we will see you guys very soon.